Shun Kaneko is in the building.
Let's
Multi-time
go.
Olympian, men's physique Olympian, representing Japan. And Shun, I know you're mixed with something else. What are you, brother?
So I'm half American and half Japanese by blood.
Half American and half Japanese. And the men's physique show, brother, we are not only a fan of your physique, but who you are as a person. And we can't wait to dig into more of what that is. Ladies and gentlemen, Shun Kaneko's in the building. Come on.
Let's go. Woo.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So Shun,
Shun.
let's hop right in. I mean, you just got off the stage very recently battling against Ryan
Wait,
Clark, I
Hart.
believe. Yeah,
Hart,
yes,
right
sir.
before you go, you want to introduce everybody?
Yeah, I would love to, of course, of course. Of course, the Australian voice of men's physique is in the building. Philip Naselli, how are you, brother?
Good, man. Good. Just scrambled all the way here. I'm currently in Bali at the moment doing a bit of a short trip. So, yeah, on the back of a Gojek, get here as quick as I can. And glad to be here, man. Glad to, happy for Shun to be here as well, man. Looking forward to talking to you.
Awesome. We also have Romanian IFBB pro Mateus Giuliano out of the United Kingdom. What's going on, brother?
Oh, good, brother. Oh, good. Oh, good. Just trying to mix up my genetics like Shun here, Romanian with it, with get a little bit of British DNA, get a bit more fullness in. My man here looking like he's coming for the co-host position. He's got a better setup than all of us. I'm like, damn.
First thing I thought.
And then, of
Good,
course,
bro.
the man himself, Masters men's physique pro Aleem Bolton is in
What's
the
going
building
on,
as
Shun?
well. What's going
I
on?
brought something. I brought something similar like a guitar for you, baby. See you play.
Close enough.
I was
Close enough.
I was trying to find my guitar, my acoustic guitar, so I could bring it out for you, but it's in my son's room and he's locked in on a game upstairs. So that's how that goes. But brother, it's an honor to meet you, and we calling you Shun Hendricks out here now. Seeing your skills.
Yeah. Yeah,
Brother,
I've
we're
been
so
playing. Yeah. Sorry.
sorry. Go ahead. No, please go.
Nah, like yeah, I've actually been a professional musician for like 10 years back in the day, and like just recently pulled out my guitars again, started playing, fiddling around, and it's yeah, just never mind. Just a little.
I
That's
love
pretty
it,
cool,
brother.
bro. That's pretty cool. I actually have a background in music as well. I started both at the same time, making and producing music and bodybuilding around the age of 14. And I've kind of just been doing both. I studied music technology at the university. Never really made a career out of it. Bodybuilding was like one of the things that took off. I'll be curious to hear a little bit about that for you as well. Because you said professional career in music for about 10 years. What did that mean for you?
I mean, it was just a career thing where the whole like we try to go do the whole like become famous with our band, and meanwhile I was a session guitarist in like studios, and I would record for like artists, famous artists, and like a lot of gaming songs like PlayStation, Konami, these. So I would like produce and write songs and stuff like that. But eventually discovered bodybuilding, and here we are, kind of thing. Yeah.
So who's a
Yeah,
famous
yeah,
artist?
casually.
Yeah. Who's a famous artist? Like give us like three of your top artists that you worked with.
Well, they're local. So a game that you might recognize is PlayStation Winning 11. It's like a soccer game. There's like a bunch of series. I've been involved in about maybe like five or six of the songs in it, and like some punk rock songs. And I played guitar a little bit for this artist called Chanel. She's like she's a famous local. Well, she might be famous over there too, but she's like a song for a movie she did in Japan. And like I've done the whole like a media thing. Like I've been on TV and like did the whole radio stuff. But actually, this interview is actually my second ever English interview. So yeah, a little excited, a little nervous, and also keep in mind that I'm 4 days out. So anything I say, if I'm a little spacey, a little bit off, just blame it on the
Prep
on
brain.
the
You got the prep
depleted.
brain,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, the
Fuck.
4 days
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Hell's yeah.
Yeah,
Nah, awesome.
incredible, bro.
Tell
Incredible.
me, how are you feeling? 4 days out, Japan Pro?
It's actually kind of rough this time. Like, I try to stay on the positive, but this is my seventh show of the year, and yeah, I mean, with the new IFBB rules and the, having to win twice or the point system, I feel like I'm kind of living like what it means. Like at first, the announcement comes out, a lot of people were excited because the it tends to get clogged up with so many competitors. But as an international athlete, what it means for especially for us from like Asia and stuff, it's real, you know. Like we don't have mini shows like you guys got over there. We don't have like a show every weekend. So imagine the roles. I mean, I'm getting right into it, but like imagine if the roles were reversed and you only had two shows in the U.S. Like how many Americans will
Mm,
qualify for Olympia in that situation? You know, there's
Mm.
traveling. So out of the 7 shows I did this year, finally this seventh show I'm going to do in Japan. So all of the other shows I have to fly abroad and in the States I've done like you know but yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just like,
Yeah,
that's just the
yeah.
reality of what we're
yeah,
facing. It's
I'm
just,
aware of that. Yeah, it's the same in Romania, bro. Like there's only literally 2 big shows that you can do, uh,
yeah,
and as for pro, only 1 show,
mm,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that's literally it. And you've got 2 amateurs, so literally slim chances of even getting a pro card. If your budget is low and you can't travel across the planet to do pro qualifiers or
yeah,
stuff like that, you're just stuck to what you got. And as you
yeah,
can imagine, the competition is insane because there's not that many shows. When you go there, everyone's there, so you're like, whoa.
exactly. Which is also a reason why I feel like a lot of us international athletes do really well in the Olympia because we're all what do you call it? Like battle tried, I guess I would say.
Yeah.
Like we're so used to like just like battling it out with each other that yeah, it's just really hard to make it to Olympia. But once we get there, like you've seen this year, you had Jushan, the Chinese guy. I think he placed sixth, right, and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's actually what I wanted to know because I've been saying his name as Julian for so long, and I don't think anyone around the world actually knows how to say his name. So how do you say it again? Jushan.
I'm pretty sure it's pronounced so. Fu, the HE is actually pronounced with the F, so it's a Fu Jushan.
Fu
Jushan,
Jushan. There you
Fu
go. So,
Jushan.
so
Yeah.
moving forward, any
Fujishan.
reels and videos that we make, boys, Fu Jushan. We got that one
It's
good.
better,
But
it's
actually, I
better
want to
than
another name that I want to
Casey
mention. Actually, just
that I
quickly,
messed up.
your name, because again, I heard you on a podcast the other day, and again, I've been calling you Shun Kaneko. I think everyone calls you Shun
Yeah.
Kaneko, but
Yeah.
how do you say your name? Because I reckon you've got one of the coolest names in the IFBB at the moment.
No, you pronounced it perfectly. I mean, you have the Aussie accent, but it's Shun
It's,
Kaneko.
I thought it was Kaneko. I heard Kaneko, and I'm
So
like, that sounds like a goddamn anime character. See that thing on Dragon Ball Z or something?
Looks like
yeah,
one.
man, I wish. I mean, it's a really common name in Japan, but a lot of people have a hard time pronouncing it, especially in the States, like Shun. So I mean, here I do the whole YouTube thing, social media thing, and I kind of have my YouTube name, which is Kanekin. So people here they call me Kanekin. It's like
Mm.
I guess it's like a kind of stage name or
What's your name mean?
my YouTube name or my real name.
Your real name?
It-
What's, do you know?
Kaneko means like golden child. The kanji would be like gold and child. So I'm the golden boy, and Shun means like fast and strong and all that.
Pretty
It's a popular
accurate.
name, yeah. Yeah.
I love that,
Fast,
man.
yeah.
I
You
love
can
that about
imagine
the
with a name like
Japanese.
Aleem. You can imagine with a name like Aleem. I look for different unique names and whatnot, so at least I can gravitate towards if we're ever ordering some Starbucks and our names get butchered, we can laugh about it together.
Yeah.
Phil's got a simple name, so he just goes. They're like, "Oh, Phil with an F or a PH." Me, I've got to like spell it and then they write it backwards. Crazy. They're like Liam, Liam. So
Yeah, I don't even bother giving my real name in Starbucks. I was just there at Hawaii. I usually just put my friend's name in because I don't want them to have to butcher my name.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How was it over there in Hawaii? I mean, obviously, we know you did the Hawaiian Pro Show. Looked really, really good, man. I mean, we can all agree with this that you've got one of the nicest physiques, nice streamlined lines, balance. It's a look that everyone is aspiring to have. I mean, me personally, being a men's physique competitor, I'm sure a lot of these guys as well. But how was your time over there in Hawaii?
Man, first of all, I really appreciate that. And I watched like a Hart comment on my physique, and I think he was spot on. I think you're spot on, like how I just need to put on more size and thickness, and that's something that will come with time. As far as Hawaii, like I just had to present what I have this year, right? We with cuts, we built a physique that we thought is good enough to win shows now. So that's why we're competing over and over. But of course, the goal is to eventually be that top 10. Well, next year the goal is to be top 10 in the Olympia. So we're going to build on what we have. But as far as this year, Hawaii obviously went in there to win. I thought I could win. I thought we brought a physique that can win. It's hard to tell by the footage though, isn't it? Like you see the grainy footage and all this and that. So, but me being there and getting feedback from like people around me, we definitely brought a physique that can win. It's just two other guys also brought a physique that can win, Ryan Clark and Jason Hume. So the judges, I guess they got to choose who they like, you know? It's like they had the luxury of choosing out of the top three. I think any of us could have won. I like to think that. The scoreboard says Ryan Clark kind of dominated, but I mean, it's hard. I don't know. It's hard as a competitor because at the Olympia, to be honest, I kind of smoked him at the Olympia, and I brought a physique that is, if not better, but there are things I could have done better. I'm not saying like he deserves to win. Obviously, he's the winner. It's just personally, it's kind of like as a competitor, you got to keep your mind strong and just like, you know what, just let's move on to the next show. Let's move on to the next show.
We saw the same thing with Maro. Obviously coming 13th in the world, and then the week after didn't even make the first, second, or third call out.
Nowhere to be seen. Yeah,
nowhere to be seen. Yeah,
and Edvan as well.
Yeah, that's it. Edvan as well over the weekend losing to Dilson. So yeah, that's the thing about being an athlete, I suppose. Like you've got to kind of. I don't know where I heard this line, but you got to ride your highs, but also ride your lows as well. Almost find that midpoint at all times. So yeah, man, it's good that you're headstrong and just looking forward to the next show.
Yeah.
What are you bringing to this, bro? 4 days out. What have you done? What have you changed? How's this peak week been?
Maybe a little drier. Oh, so one thing is I have home advantage in the sense of it's like literally like in my backyard, the show, right? So I don't have to do the whole plane ride,
You're relaxed.
I'm relaxed. I have everything I need. I'll have my friends here. Obviously, I mean, this is kind of like a unfair advantage, but the fans, they're doing it in a stadium this time, which fits about 3,600 people, and the tickets are pretty much sold out. Yeah, sold out.
Sick.
So I actually wasn't even planning on doing the Japan Pro. But so after Hawaii, I kind of just ate for like 5-6 days in a row, just ate like crazy. Didn't even work out. I got home after like 5-6 days after a show. I did my first workout and I felt really good. And I was like, you know what? Like Jushan, number 6 in the world, is coming all the way here. And if no one shows up to like challenge him, like what kind of like, who are we? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. So the next day I announced I'm going to do it. And people are like, so the tickets are now, they sold out and it's great. But yeah.
Shun, have you won the Japan Pro before? You have, haven't you?
I've never done the Japan Pro. I've done it's confusing, but there's a Tokyo Pro and Japan Pro, which are two different shows. And Tokyo Pro has always been, I don't know how to say it, but a little more local, like all the top popular, like the popular competitors locally, like Japanese ones would compete in it. So that wouldn't be like the more popular one. But as far as like internationally, the Japan Pro is the one where like, Corey Morris would show up, or like Brandon Hendrickson, or like they would make an effort to like bring in more international names. And so I've never done the Japan Pro. This will be my first time.
Corey won it last year, right? Yeah, he won it last year.
Yeah,
I remember he went on a stint. Out
yeah,
there.
he kind of destroyed everyone.
Yeah, he was killing it last year. I think he did the China Pro too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he won both,
and then came back. Yeah. Wow, dude, it's exciting. Do you think that working with cuts, what's the feedback from your coach relative to not what you're going to do for this show, but what are you guys going to work on the off season? Is it streamlining the waist? Is it, obviously you mentioned putting on more size, which can also streamline your waist that way too, without you actually having to bring down the waist. But what are you guys going to work on?
So this is something we really talk about. Naturally, I don't really have like a very thin waist from the front. I have like a wider, I guess, hip bone structure. So, but I could also twist. Like Ali Bilal doesn't really have a thin waist from the front as well. But when he twists, you get the proportions become crazy, which I could so the more I get put on size, I'll just have to start twisting more. And the more, and I also will be able to, because when you get that 3D look, you could kind of twist a little more and still look thick. Whereas if I twist now too much, I don't have the thickness, so I look really thin. So I'm in this place where I have to kind of face straight forward, but twist minimally. And that's where we're at right now. But the more I put thickness on my chest, especially, the main thing is I need to put a lot more thickness in the chest. The shoulders are there. The arm ratio is good. The waist I can make thinner by twisting more. It's just I need to build a thicker chest. And back could always, no one's ever been told that their back is too big, right? So back is
right. That's never going to happen. Right.
Yeah. So, and I was just, I'm genetically blessed to have a nice midsection, the look itself. That's something that just you have or you don't. So we just keep that as it is and try not to get that distended gut. And that's the plan. Cuts is the best coach in the world for a reason, So I just follow instructions.
How much room do you have in terms of your cap and where you're at?
So with lean muscle tissue, I would say I got about another 4 kilos. So that would be about 9 or 10 pounds of room.
That's good.
I'm actually kind of
Really
unlucky.
good.
When I do the height check-ins, I'm in this weird spot where if I just have a good day, I could actually be one class higher.
Ah,
So
How
technically,
tall are you?
I'm like I know in centimeters fine.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like
I
what? I'm
understand
like
that. That's up my
Yeah.
alley.
yeah.
Not the American boys.
Same here.
I got to carry the
Every
one and do
call,
the math and all that.
every
Yeah.
interview we've had, I've got to work
Yeah.
out conversions from pound to kilo
Yeah.
every single time. So now we've got home court advantage. Hit me with
Sorry,
centimeters.
Americans. International
Right?
power. All right. So I'm 172.5, and the weight class is 172.7. So if I have 2 more millimeters, which is just like,
Nothing.
yeah, nothing. I could
it's like
actually, I
right
could actually
there.
heighten higher. It just happens in the weigh-ins, like you're dehydrated and stuff, right? So your spine tends to get a little more compressed and stuff, because of water loss, and I just can't make that height. I mean, I'll probably have to I could pull off the Brazilian smack your head with a frying pan and get a lump and then go in, but
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Do the Mike
Inversion
Summerfield.
table,
yeah, the
inversion
Do it
table,
Brazilian,
also.
get someone to draw you, and then
yeah,
get someone to wheel you in like
yeah,
flat, and then just
yeah, for sure, for sure.
stand you there. Yeah,
But as of now, I still have a long ways to even the lower weight cap. So like height, so it's not a problem yet. I'll carb loading or have a lot of water in, it gets kind of close, but I
hmm
haven't had a problem this year so far. Yeah.
Nice.
10 pounds will make a big difference, especially depending on where you add them. Because that's the thing. Like you see a lot of guys that they add size, but they add size to the exact same frame that they have. Whereas if you just complete something, just a minor, but if you just complete that body part, kind of like a sculptor that is finished almost everything else, but still got a little bit. If he continues to add everywhere else, he'll keep looking at it and thinking, it's still 90%. And you keep adding more, it's still 90%. You're never really there. But if you just add it in
Yeah,
the right places and you complete the look, it changes everything.
for sure, for sure. I agree.
So what's the goal?
Dude,
What's the goal after Japan? Now that we're talking about Japan,
I actually announced it on my YouTube channel already, but so Japan Pro's in 4 days, and then about like 10 days after that is going to be the Taiwan Pro. It's called the Asian Championship. So they're usually the Taiwan Pro is just called the Taiwan Pro, but they're collaborating with Monster Zim. You might have heard of them, the one with the
Oh,
crazy video
yeah.
footage with the
Sick.
swooping
Yeah.
cameras. Yes. So I'm like, I got to do this one, just to get some good photos
just
and
the
stuff.
content alone's worth doing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So I'm like, all right, I'm doing that. Yeah.
Did they do the same
It's
show
good.
as the China show, right? Did Monsters Inc. do the
So
China show?
I'm not. I think Monsters Inc. on its own. And then you have
hmm
they've always done it in this kind of like studio setting. So always the sound is really good. The
Yeah.
lighting is always perfect. This time they're kind of being a little more ambitious and they're doing it in like a bigger stadium. And they
Mm.
have, from I heard, all the local, like the superstars are showing up this time in Taiwan. So there's going to be a lot of people. And I actually won the Taiwan Pro, so I'm actually the defending champion in a weird way.
Oh, let's
So
Let's
go.
go.
There you go.
Hey,
so that's gonna be fun. Yeah, and it's
Shun,
yeah,
a quick question for you, man.
yeah, of course.
What are you drinking in the water for 4 kids, man? You got 4 kids over there. What is that about? Like, how's
Yeah.
your family? My question to you actually is, how supportive has your family been, and what's your impact on them seeing you compete and be disciplined and focused in order to obtain your goal? How's that resonated with your kids and with your wife?
That's a good question. I mean, yeah, so a lot of people probably don't know. I'm surprised you guys know, but yeah, I have 4 kids. I have 3 daughters. One is 18, one is 17, one is 16. And then I have a son that is 6 years old. And my wife was actually married with another dude back in the day, and she had 3 kids with him. So technically adopted the 3 girls. I was actually, me personally too, I was adopted when I was young too. So um, and the son I have is from me, but yeah, they're all my children, of course. What was the question? How do I balance? Oh man, I don't
Six
like.
daughters, right? You're like, I gotta get big before.
I gotta keep
I
the
gotta look
guns.
after these people.
The gun or
So,
my
like,
guns. It's either the guns here or the gun, right? One of the
yeah. I mean, they all understand what I'm doing. It's a little bit of a weird situation here. So like because Japan is such a small little island country, like it's I'm kind of like a big fish in a small pond here. Like over there, like no one really knows who I am and stuff, which is, totally makes sense. But here it's kind of like because fitness is so niche here, I'm kind of known as this kind of like larger in life character. And then I can't really go out without people like, like, trying to talk to me and like take pictures with me and stuff, which is so there's that, and then they're school friends and all. So I have to kind of keep this privacy, this life, kind of protect them. Like we have stalkers and stuff once in a while, people that come by the
Damn.
house and try to take pictures of. Yeah, there's that, but overall, like I don't know. I just try to like I appreciate them in the sense that they just kind of live their life as if like they don't care about all that, like about the whole like men's physique bodybuilding fame thing. They just kind of live their lives, and you know how people are very self-centered, and rightfully so. So they just kind of do their thing, and that kind of helps me kind of like realize like it humbles me in a sense that like you know I'm just doing this because I love to do it, and the byproduct of it was like that fans and all this and that, and being able to get sponsors and support this kind of lifestyle. But in the end, it's just yeah, I'm just grateful for it all, and they've been supportive in the sense that they're just being themselves. Like that's what I appreciate the most. Like the fridge will be stacked with cakes and cookies, and they don't give a shit. They'll order McDonald's with Uber Eats and be eating right in front of my face. My wife will be chomping on bed. I'm like dying, and she's like eating chips next to me, watching her movies. And as annoying as it is, I think that's what helps like accept reality and like not to get too crazy and into the feels and stuff.
Yeah.
That really impacted me because my dad was also adopted. So that's near and dear when I hear that. And it's great to see that despite any type of adversity, you've got the fame and the claim and the physique and the mindset that it takes to be a true champion and a warrior. So we all appreciate that for sure on the Men's Physique Show, man. That's really awesome.
The crazy thing is like I had the honor and opportunity to talk with Jeremy like at the Olympia. For some reason he was like right next to me, and we were like pumping up and stuff next to each other. He sat right next to me the whole time, and I respect him so much. Like in Asia, Jeremy's like God status. Like a lot of us, even like I started men's physique because of him, pretty much started competing because of him. And to be able to like when he announced this is going to be his last Olympia, I was like, I will die trying to make this Olympia. I don't care. Like I have to. It was like it's a life goal. I was able to do that, and I got a little emotional backstage with him. A little embarrassing. I apologized to making it all about me when obviously he's going through a lot too, right? He more than anyone understands the pressure of, the fans' expectations and stuff. But he's such a professional. He was super nice. Gave me lots of advice and I don't know what I was going with this. My prep brain is kicking in. But what was I trying to say?
We know that song, brother.
I don't know what I was trying to say. I had a point I was trying to make, but I forgot.
Needed some peanut butter before this.
Well, the fact that you actually realized a goal started as a fan, and then you actually made that materialize and meet Jeremy and be next to him. I think that says something also, right? Like the ability to throw that thought out in the universe, have a goal, and then realize it. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, and that I remember what I was trying to say. So basically, with all that said, like I would gladly and willingly give up like all the money, the fame, and anything, all up to win. Like for me, like I just love competing in men's physique. Like it's just I think that's what my audience sees, and that's why I get the support I do. But in reality is like I wouldn't say I don't care, but like I'm just trying to win shows here. I'm just desperate here. Yeah.
No, this is the best approach, bro. This is the best approach. I always say that everything else should come as a byproduct of you being aligned with what you do and loving what you do. If you chase the other stuff, you mess up the first, and then you're hating what you do and you're not enjoying what you do. Whereas if you enjoy what you do and you do it so well, everything else is a byproduct, and even respecting the fact that, you've got everyone else around you and they kind of just mind their own business and, you stick to your own stuff and you stick to your own goals. Because it is, at the end, they're like, I see a lot of guys, they kind of make it so much about them. Like, don't eat this in front of me. Like, we can't go there. Or like, and obviously, social life as well. You guys go to event, you're a big family and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you chose to do this and you do it for yourself and you enjoy it. And, it's no one else's decision but yours. And it's incredible to see what you make of it, man.
Appreciate it.
And I also love the culture. Like, don't you guys think like the culture, bodybuilding, how it is there, like obviously it's a small community, but like everyone comes and the fans, like, man, that's rare. Like you see that in Asian countries quite a lot, really. Whereas like here in UK, like nobody really like cares. I'll be honest,
that's one thing I wish the States like because I know how like you started the channel passion for men's physique, like we're mainly focused on men's physique, and I really appreciate that because I'm the same. Like I started bodybuilding, all I knew was men's physique. I saw people like Steve Cook, Ziz, Jeff Side, Jeremy Buendia, and I was like, that's what I want to be. Like this is the coolest look ever. So I didn't know any of the bodybuilders. I knew Arnold, that's about it.
Mm.
And in Japan, we had like bodybuilding was kind of like a more like has a long history, but it was more like just a bunch of old men that just want to wear briefs and just show off, and on TV and act like idiots. Like in Japan, like obviously there's a place for that too, like the comedic side of it, but in Japan it was kind of overly represented. So bodybuilding in Japan was just a bunch of dudes with underwear just getting smacked on the head on TV, being like the laughing stock because they're how stupid they are. And I didn't, and I would see videos from like Jeff Side or Xiz, and like these guys are so cool, man. Like I needed like that's what I want to do. So my kind of like thing was to start YouTube and kind of show a different side of fitness, and that kind of took off. I was lucky to be one of the first. I was the first actually. I was the only one. So it was rough at first, but at the same time, it was easy to stand out. And yeah, men's physique in Asia, I don't know what it is, but like people love it here. Like they don't really care for bodybuilding and stuff. Maybe like men's physique has the look, like the achievable, like one day I want to look like that kind of feel. I don't know.
Mm.
It's crazy. Like yeah.
When did you start competing? Was it back in what 2015 or something?
Yeah. I was literally when I started my channel, I actually started off as a YouTuber. So I'm like one of those rare guys. I don't think there's any other person actually Olympian that started off as a YouTuber that became an Olympian. Like everyone, once social media started taking off, people discovered like, oh, we can make money off social media. We could, I got to make an Instagram account, got to make a YouTube account, But I was one of those guys that just loved making videos, probably from the musical side. So I
Mm.
was just like, I just wanted to be a YouTuber. And then eventually some guy in the gym was like, dude, you should compete. And I was like, okay. And then, so I've been competing from like 2015-ish, maybe. So
Mhm.
I've been around for a while, actually. Like when I started competing was like literally the year before is like when the first Mr. Olympia was probably ever hosted. So I was lucky to be like one of the first to like catch on to men's physique as well. And eventually, I had a late start. Like I started working out when I was like 25-ish. So I had a really late start. So
Mm.
that's why like people are like, how do you like push yourself every day? How do you like stay so consistent? Like I'm just trying to make up for lost time. Like I had a late start. Like so at 10 years later, and I'm 36 years old and finally starting to like enter the I don't know, like I'm here. I made it. You
We're gonna
guys
see
noticed
Shun
it.
in the Masters at some point.
Yeah, nah, well, the thing is like maybe, but like the goal is first to get that top 10 spot in the Olympia. And
Mm.
and I think next year, the next 2-3 years is when I'm really gonna physically peak. And I want to take that physique as far as I can. Like no disrespect to the Masters, but I maybe not yet. Yeah. I don't know, but it would be a cool goal. I want to be that guy that that annoying old man that just shows up and just wins all these Masters shows. And like, damn, I hope Shun doesn't show up. I'll just do every I'll just stay in the States for like half a year and just do every single Masters show. You know,
Just collect the checks.
Collect checks
yeah,
like
yeah,
Ferguson. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I love Andre Ferguson. Follow his legacy. Yeah.
I was going to
How long
ask
did it take
actually.
you?
Go, Matthias.
I was just gonna ask him how long did it take you to turn pro then? What was your amateur journey like and
Yeah,
getting
so
to that pro league?
amateur. So back in the day when I started competing in Japan, we didn't have the whole like you could turn pro thing. Like there was the MPC league in the States, right? So I understand that people from Brazil would somehow get permission to compete in the MPC and stuff to get their pro card, but for us we didn't have that option. So I was just competing as an amateur. My goal was to be the best men's physique athlete in the country. So they had like two different leagues in Japan. I kind of went back and forth. One league event ban didn't allow tattoos. So I had to move to the other one because of that. And then in there, I would like basically win every show I've done. Like I'd win. And then eventually, as I was just competing, the current they call it the FWJ now. There's an organization promotion in Japan called FWJ. They were able to link with the IFBB, so they hosted their first pro qualifier show ever, and I competed in that. Couldn't win that one, but kept on going. And so from when I started to try to turn pro, I turned pro in like a year, I would say. Um, I got a proper coach. For the first time, I got a coach. I was like, I want to make it to the Olympia. My goal is to be the best in the world. I want to see if I could look like these guys, and I was confident if I, put the work in. And eventually made it to the Olympia with that coach. And then I hit a few other hurdles after that, realized I need a coach that also understands the ecosystem and like, which shows, what kind of judges, what kind of competitors there are. And then I was fortunate enough to run into Cuts a few times in some of the shows I've done in the States. He was just really chill, always like, really, I felt like I could really work with someone like this. Like, so when I decided to change coaches, he was the first person I contacted, and I was lucky enough for him to accept me, and been with him ever since. I've been with him for like 2 years now. Yeah.
Nice. I want to go back to the comment that you made about the tattoos, because I know gym culture in Japan is very different to gym culture around the world. I don't know if you guys know too much about this, but the Japanese are very strict with tattoos in gyms. Now, Shun, you've got a couple of tattoos on you. You've opened your own gym, so maybe that could have been part of the reason why you opened your own gym. But growing up and obviously prepping for shows before the gym came around, how did you go about training?
So I didn't have, I had a big tat on my back from when I was a musician. That was like kind of my sign of rebellion. Like, I'm never going to be that 9 to 5 guy. I'm a rebel, So I got a tat there. But eventually when I started fitness, it became a problem because these gyms, if they would see it. So, you just wear a long sleeve, you could cover it up. I didn't get to wear tank tops. Like, some of these gyms didn't even allow stringers and stuff. Like, you have to wear like a sleeve and stuff. But anyways, tattoos, I have a deep cultural background, I guess, from like the World War II and stuff, where I guess Yakuzas would have this. It's a certain genre of tattoos. It's not just your normal, it kind of has like, you have certain symbols like dragons and carps and like Japanese, what do you call this tree? Was trees they call like, it's like a Yakuza.
Like a bonsai type look?
Yeah. Bonsai, yeah, exactly. Those are still kind of looked down on, and like but as far as like normal tattoos, they're starting to get a little more accepted. A lot of gyms still do not allow visible tattoos. I don't know, like I just I had problems in the beginning, but I don't know. I also got a lot of hate online too for some reason on my YouTube channel. Like, you're like I don't know how in Japan they say hansha, which is like anti-establishment, I guess, in a sense. Like you're one of those guys, you're an evil person because you have tats. And to this day, I still get it sometimes. But I was able to kind of change the culture here a little bit. Like, like make tattoos are more a way to express yourself in an artistic form. And there's different types of tattoos. I had to like kind of slowly, through example, kind of educate them. And eventually I just built my own gym. I was like, you know what? Like, I'll just make a gym that allows tats. So it's no problem now.
You've definitely tapped the market with that one. Definitely for tourists, I suppose, wanting to come and train, and if they're filled with tattoos. I'm not sure if the gym's open to the public or if it's just a private gym for yourself. But fingers crossed down the track, the Japanese are able to, who knows, change their ways a little bit with the tattoo culture. But good to see that you're able to still get your workouts in without having the issues of the tattoos.
Yeah.
You got anything for Shun? I feel like we've taken a lot of Shun's time.
I'm having so much fun. I'm smiling ear to ear because I've never got to hear and talk to Shun. I've just been commenting on your physique for the last 4 or 5 years. So I've been all ears. It's just been a pleasure to be able to listen to you. Nothing top of my head, boys. I know you guys have some banging questions. I'm gonna enjoy this. Aleem, Mateus, you guys got something for him?
Last question for me before we let you go, Shun. We want you back. So are you coming back on the show,
Please,
my friend? You're gonna win Japan and then come on the show.
So in my mind, I see it as a battle between me and Jushan. It's gonna be a top 2 battle. People don't remember this, obviously they shouldn't remember it, but I actually beat him once at the Olympia in 2022. So in my mind, like right now it seems impossible. Like there's no way. He's like, look how good he looks. But I think we match up really well. And if we're lined up next to each other, I have some tricks up my sleeve,
Let's go. There we go. I like your back, bro. Your back has improved so much. I want to see you guys to the back for sure. I think development wise, you have a more superior back by far. Like how wide your back was. I was looking at the Hawaii Pro. Like, bro, you have the best back up there. There's no question about it.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I worked hard on it. I was actually last year. I was told my back is kind of my weakness. So I worked I just had to just went back to the drawing board, like really put a lot into it in the off season, just went back to just like dissecting each movement I do and why I do it and where I want to build, just bodybuilding, pure bodybuilding. And just obviously you got to push the intensity, and I killed myself in the gym for a year. So like this year I'm super happy people are recognizing, you know, that my back has improved. And like, yeah, but he's a worthy opponent. The goal is to win the Japan Pro and to win the Taiwan Pro. All I can say is I'm going to bring my best and see what happens. But he's actually been DMing me for like the longest time. He's hilarious, Jushan. He's like, he's a funny guy. Actually, not, I wouldn't say friends, but we you know, he's trying to get me to eat and like, let's go to a club or blah, blah, blah.
He's doing the pump and iron tricks. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. He's playing the mind games early, but yeah.
Looking forward to seeing it, man. Looking forward to seeing it. It's going to be a good battle. You know, two amazing athletes out of Asia. You know, going head to head. You know, we've seen what Julian. I called him Julian. I'm going to say Julian for the time being. Give me a chance to learn it for a little bit longer. We saw what he did at the Olympia. We saw what you did in Hawaii, man. Like, I'm sure the world is looking forward to seeing what you guys can show us on that Japan stage on the weekend.
Yeah, obviously there's a lot of other like great athletes that, you know, that could easily take that spot as well. It's just it's no point focusing on it. Like one thing I learned this year is like doing so many competitions is like anything could happen on any given day, and I just need to focus. Well, it's mainly Cuts. Like I overthink things a lot and stuff. Cuts is like a really chill guy if you ever met him, and it helps me in the sense like he's just like, yo, don't worry about it. Just you know, like let's just get better. I'm like, all right. So the mentality shift was really something that helped me compete like over and over this year without just breaking down and stuff. So yeah. Looking forward to that one. Yeah.
No, it's gonna be good.
Dude, this was an amazing interview. Like this is one of the best ones we've had, hands down. Like this was awesome.
Appreciate it.
And we want to really circle back with you here after the show. So I'll get in contact with you. Phil or I'll get in contact with you. We do all the scheduling, and let's set something up, man. We want to follow your career. We want to follow you through this road. We want to big you up, get you more popular here in the States and abroad. You know, Australia needs to love you. England needs to love you. The States need to love you. Like, let's just do this.
Awesome. Appreciate it so much, guys. Thanks for your time.
Thank you,
brother.
Thank you so much, Shun. It was a pleasure.
Anytime. Yeah, I got time, you know, self-employed. All I do is eat, train, and sleep. So anytime you need, if you ever need to know, you know, inside info on like Asian shows or like I'm kind of a nerd myself. So I'm not saying you guys are nerds, but I'm a nerd. I guess I'm.
Yeah,
100% we are.
Crowd. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a close one. Oh, and by the way, Hart. My wife's name is Hart.
Oh wow!
I was gonna same spelling. Yeah. I guess it's like
Her first name?
So her name is Mary Hart. So
Mary
with
Hart.
the same HART. So thought I mentioned
Dude,
that.
I've met maybe
so cool.
one or two people with a Hart
Right?
last name. That's crazy.
It's a rare spelling, right? It's probably from the Bible or something, right?
No wonder we have this connection, brother. I knew you liked my content for some reason.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, a huge fan of you guys, of your show, and I love this new format and stuff. I think it's you know, I'll do what I can to like shout out and stuff, but my audience is primarily Japanese speaking, so I don't know how, but you know,
we're gonna put stuff in, we're gonna put stuff in Japanese and you know all of that stuff because we're gonna go balls to the wall over here and big you up in the next 48 hours, bro. So just get ready.
All right. Yeah, let's go international. I don't know why they still call the Olympia the Super Bowl of bodybuilding. Like, as far as the world's concerned, no one cares about the Super Bowl, you know? Call it the World Cup of bodybuilding, you know?
Yeah.
Right. Agreed. Yeah, hell yeah.
Like what's the Super Bowl? Like, who cares? I can get a lot of haters, but
only redneck American haters. Everyone else agrees with you around the world. So, yeah. You're good. Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
All right, brother.
Dude, thank you so much, brother.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. See you soon.
Thanks, bro.